Yo, hey, what's up guys? In today's video, I want to talk about something that makes me angry. Maybe I do not sound like it, but I am really about it. Because PLARIUM has a trend to do something about our teams that isn't really beneficial for us. What am I talking about? I'm talking about the teams that they destroy these days. And they did that for a long time. They have done some nerfs, some tweaks right there. And it was better for us, but these days it's kind of not that great anymore. I want to give you quickly an example about some dungeons that have been changed. I do actually not know if Dragon and something like that has been nerfed. For Fire Knight especially not, I think. Keep me up if I'm wrong, but there's some dungeons in here they have been tweaked. And it was also destroying my team. So please, PLARIUM, stop destroying my teams all the time. But I can dig it on Sand Devil, for example. We had a change for let me go quickly in here. Is there, I don't even think my team is running, but I just want to get the window quickly up so I can kind of tell you what has been changed. And it was destroying my team again. I had something like an Emic Man-Eater. I think even Yannick built that for me. And something like that. It was really great because you see that 8 up here? It was a 5 earlier, and that made my team not working anymore. For some reason, okay, I actually know the reason, but on a Sand Devil, for example, I was okay with it. It destroyed my team, but it made better for us so we can do some different teams. It made it really easier, and that was okay for me. Like, my team is not working anymore. Who cares? It is good for the community. And if something is good for the community, I will not complain. Everything is cool. There's the same for Phantom Shogun, or how you say it, Shogun. But I say Shogun, okay? Deal with it. So he was different in a way that our blessing made more sense before, to have a lot of blessings on your champions. These days, you can kind of throw in whatever high blessing you have because there are some differences. I don't even know what the differences, but it made so much easier. My team was still running. In that moment, it actually didn't get destroyed when I think about it, but it was made easier for people that don't need my team anymore. The super complex team that you need an Emic, Painkeeper, all in the really good speed and all of that. It got better for everybody. Just take something high blessing. Then we got Iron Trins. Wait, where is it? Iron Trins. I don't think they broke my team, but they made like speeds and all that. No, not speeds, but like HP, defense, attack and all that. Way weaker, and it got better for the community. My team didn't get destroyed. It got better for the community. So that was the trend. If something is not working as they want to, they kind of nerf it in a good way. It was all in a good way. Even if they destroyed some teams, it was okay. On the other side, where I totally understand that they do it, is something like Amuse. There was a whole bunch of bugs in there. We were able to manipulate when he transforms. He cannot do his A1 and all those things. I totally understand when they fix it. I'm not so happy about it when I find out something and I make a here, that's how you easy do it video and all that. But yeah, I dig it. They have to do it. They never was intended like that. But these days, when they do something for us, or let's say a nerf, a rebalance, I think they call it rebalance these days all the time, because it's not just a nerf. It's something different, so they can kind of explain, your old teams and stuff, they're maybe not working anymore. Where was I trying to go in for? Oh yeah, sure. The best example, Hydra. God damn, they destroyed all the teams out there just for the sake of it. Everybody had to do something they already did just because they wanted to. And that's kind of, I understand why they kind of did Hydra and all that. Maybe still there's so many issues in here. Don't worry, I understand that it's still not fine, but I understand why they kind of did something different. But that was the point where the trend was starting, that they kind of just do things to make it seem to be better, but not affecting your teams, but it actually affects your teams so hugely. Another example where I was like, yeah, first of all, I think they should do something about the dungeon. Yes. Have they done it in a good way? And that's what I mean these days. Everything they change has kind of a negative outcome for you. It's not only about making it easier. No, we change something that also is a little bit different and here and there. The event dungeon. It got nerfed. I have not done anything about the team anymore. I was checking out something. It was still kind of the same. Besides one other thing. I don't even know if I have the preset anymore. I don't think it was that one. I don't think I deleted it because it didn't work. But it was the... Oh, what's the name? Here, Aox. Put him out quickly, just so you know. Geomancer. There was the combo and Vogov. What I used on my account. It was kind of quick. If you set it up really nice, it's about 40 seconds to a minute 20 or something. If you really unlucky, maybe like 2 to 3 minutes because everything failed from resisted the HP burn and all these. But yeah, something like this. It was that team. And now it's not working anymore. They made that the boss has brimstone. And if I do any skill that hurts me too much, even my golden elixir is not working anymore. So I was kind of, hey, the nerf happened. Can I not use golden elixir and do the cheese anymore? Then I go in and like, nah, even the cheese is now more troublesome than before. And I kind of wasn't too happy about it to even try to find other teams and all this. Yes, I know that it made easier with like ally attacks and Wukong, for example. The stats got lower and that teams, they got better. But in general, the most used team was the golden elixir setup, what can be totally destroyed now by having a brimstone. And it actually isn't really feeling better, you know? It's just that you get nuked when the boss transforms, you get nuked and the extra damage doesn't happen anymore and you don't immediately die. But you will just die 2 or 3 turns later, so it doesn't really make a difference if there's no new strategy, no new nothing. In general, I think they kind of made it worse for not the Wukong teams, for not the ally attack teams, and I didn't feel it too right. And then the next one, I was like, come on guys, do something that actually helps us. Instead of just, it's always having 75% positive stuff when they nerf something. That is right, they do positive things, yes. But then there's also these 25% thing where you just get a little bit extra annoyed about it. What am I talking about? Chimera got recently changed and I wasn't really doing too much. I was just, for 6-7 months, I was doing the same thing over and over again because that's my team and I assume that most people of you did the same. So, and what happened for me? I was doing my Titus setup where... Why is this in here? Huh. I have no idea. But it's like pretty old for a video or something. But yeah, I was doing my Titus teams and I quite couldn't get it right. Like, okay, I got RNG'd at some point. I didn't want to do it anymore. So I was like, hey, let me pick up my old team. That was, I think, that one. Yeah, right here. Instead of a Toshiro, I used Ninja the whole time. But it was a nice team, like 200, 300 million. And I went back on it. What happened? The lion! He kills me all the time. I was setting up my Siffy for the lion to attack her because she was enough HP. She had like defense is gonna get ignored and all that. I know that. But she was always living. And then they changed something again to make me have other things. Like the trials, they have been nice. No doubt about it. This rebalance about the numbers, about the trials, really nice. I really like it. But then also, they make me to have like 50 resistance more now on my team because of the Ram form. He has more accuracy, so I need more resistance. Overall, it's like, oh, like 50 resistance that I need more. I need now 600 instead of 550. Yes, I nerfed for my team because I didn't do anything. I was playing the game, I did it in a good way, everything was clean, and then they come in and change something. And then I'm like, hey, you know what? ram form. He can maybe stun me at some point and stuff. No problem. And then a lion form kills my Siphi. Run is over. I'm like, do I really need to change everything now again? I have to spend so much stuff because you just couldn't do it better than before. Instead of giving us any negative about it. Like in Hydra. Like in the event dungeon. And now in Chimera, and it doesn't feel right anymore, please. What is the next thing? What I have in mind, the next thing will be like faction wars. We're gonna make it that the champions have lesser defense and harder attack, but the trials, or the conditions, whatever it's called, will be doubled. Huh? And that is kind of what I feel in this game right now. Every time they touch something, it's gonna be worse for me these days. And I really don't like it, and please, just PLARIUM. I don't know if you watch or not, but please, when you do something, just make it better so people have a good experience. Instead of making it worse for people that have done all the work, for 6-7 months now, we were testing teams, we optimized our stuff, and now, because you wanted it to be, we gotta change it again. And I'm not so... I don't even have the gear sometimes anymore. Like 550 resistance on like this speed and all that was high enough. Now I'm like, oh, 600 resistance. Well, I need 300 speed. I can only go on 260 anymore because I need the resistance. Oh, 260 doesn't cut it really. And yeah, overall, I'm just not so happy about what they do, about rebalancing and all that. Just even when they rebalance a champion, you face them in Doom Tower, you face them in Cursed City, you face them in Faction Wars, they get even harder. And they don't think about stuff like this most. It feels like, just imagine, I don't know, what's the mythicals, some mythicals that you face in Faction Wars. They will get a rebalance. Instead of just being okay to deal with, still super hard, like you can... you have a great fight about it, and then afterwards it's like, god damn it, now it seems like impossible. I can't do it anymore. What am I supposed to do? And yeah, this is just a complaining video. I wanted to get it out of my chest. Let PLARIUM know, please just make it better instead of hanging any negative things about it. You don't make yourself friends. Or, like, we're not friends, you know how it is, but you don't make happy people about it. Just imagine you go in the repair shop. Hey, my phone my screen is broken. And then you're gonna pick it up, and they're like, yeah, we fixed your screen, but also we halved your space in your phone. Like, you don't have, like, that gigabytes anymore. It's just half now. What? It just doesn't feel right? But yeah, that will be the end of the video. Let me know what you think. Press that like button. Subscribe if you haven't done already. And yeah. Have a nice day.